The servant.
Who was the one who gave Syria success or Aram success?
Aram?
The Lord.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's an easy one to miss, Carl, is it not? The Lord.
Well, you don't think of him as a person.
It's a character.
Right, he is a character in the story.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. So the Lord is there. So we had Naaman, you said there's a little girl, right? You said that?
No, yeah, it does say the girl from Israel said.
Okay, so it's a young girl. Or a little girl, I'll say a little girl. Girl, and also Naaman's wife,
Right.
right? So,
Mhm.
yeah. Who else? Who's associated with the little girl? How did she end up there?
She's the servant to Nathan's wife.
She is. And how did she end up in that role? How did she end up there? I think they're called a band of
It says a
raiders.
captive.
A band, yeah, so a band of raiders from Aram.
Mhm.
So a band of raiders. Raiders, so not good guys, but those who are going into pillaging in Israel.
Right,
Right,
mhm.
so on a little skirmish to get booty.
In other words, she was a slave that was captured from Israel.
Yep. Yeah, she was from the northern kingdom. That's indeed correct. And if you go, okay, so you said Elisha. How about, and who else is on this side? Oh, it was king of Israel, right? Because he sent a letter to the king of Israel. Elisha. And who else?
Servants.
There's, Naaman's servants. So I'll put that on this side. Servants, doesn't say how many, but I imagine if
It
you
just
bring
says
$3 million worth of stuff,
right,
there's probably like horses and chariots. We heard about horses and chariots, so like he had a big crew. It wasn't just Naaman by himself, for sure. One more person I think did Elisha speak with him face to face? At first? No, he sent a messenger, right? He sent someone to the door. He wouldn't even answer the door. So the servant.
That makes total sense. If you have a servant, you have the servant answer the door, right?
But how was Naaman described? In the very first sentence, very first verse.
Commander and wise.
Commander.
Which verse?
He's a great man. He's a great man.
Well, highly regarded,
Well,
wise,
yeah, he's also,
whatever.
so I'll say this: exalted, like lifted up by the king, by
Right.
his master, right? He clearly reports to him. He's exalted. He's a great man. And I can't remember. It says like a valiant warrior.
Highly regarded.
Yeah. He's a warrior.
Valiant soldier.
Valiant soldier. He's a man of might, mighty man. Would be another way to say it. Often it's translated.
But he had leprosy.
That one thing, right? There's like a whole list of all these things. Like you think, wow, this guy. First time. The hard part about Scripture is, you know the story, so you skip over parts.
Right.
Right. You just know the story, so you short circuit and get to the end. And so I'm doing this on purpose. I hope this is okay because we missed a bunch, and I did till I started writing it down, and then I had to erase it.
Well, that's in the first paragraph that he had leprosy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Along with all the description of him.
He was a great man. Yep. So
Leper.
leper. So, and leprosy doesn't mean like Hansen's disease. It means
Right,
some
right.
skin disease.
It's a combination. He was diseased somehow, but it doesn't mean the modern day leprosy.
That's exactly right, Carl. You're right. It doesn't mean, no, it says leper, but even in the New Testament, it's the same thing. It doesn't mean Hansen's disease
Right.
necessarily. It means some skin defect, some.
Yeah.
Or a different mutant. Things mutate. They Like COVID, it mutates.
Yeah, but in this case, it could be like some terrible rash or some ugly, who
Something
knows,
that they
some
couldn't
skin,
cure.
a skin disease. He had a
Right.
skin disease
Mhm.
that they can't cure and it just was, and it, yeah, so.
Coffee bill.
Okay, well, we'll wait for you, cause
Could you get another coffee for